Hello there. Hope you are doing well. So here we have a one of the missing sentence question and missing sentence question. So this question begins with a direction stated that there is a sentence that is missing in the paragraph below. Look at the paragraph and decide where option 1, 2, 3, or 4 the following sentence would best fit. Look at the sentence. The sentence begins with what? Are you wondering if perhaps your relationship might be toxic? So it's a question. So we need to find the best fit for the sentence in the paragraph. You need to consider where it logically includes the concept of evaluating a potentially logic or toxic relationship. So the blank is given here, and then it is stated, do you find yourself in a relationship where you feel something is off but can't quite put your finger on it? Perhaps you experience chronic confusion, feel on edge, and are riddled with anxiety. Second blank is given. When you attempt to address concerns with your partner, do you leave the conversation feeling more confused? 3. Are tactics used such as slamming things or standing in doorways to block the other from leaving? When friends and family raise concern, do you try to convince them about what is so wonderful about your relationship? Now, if we see that what um, the sentence begins with what? Do you find yourself in a relationship? Now, in the first blank, if the sentence is placed, the sentence which is stated, are you wondering if perhaps your relationship might be toxic? If the sentence is placed in the first option, it follows the introductory question about feeling something is off, right? Mm, in the relationship. It sets up the reader to consider if the relationship might be toxic, making it a suitable placement in it. Um, but if we look into the option 2, what does it say? It stated that placing the sentence here would interrupt the flow of discussing the specific symbols or symptoms of the relationship. It would be better to place it earlier to set up the context before diving into details. Uh, at the same time, if option 3, this option is the most fitting because the sentence introduces the idea of evaluating the relationship toxicity right at the beginning. It sets up, you can say that the reader to think about that situation and leads naturally into the detailed symptoms that follow. Uh, Similar to that, if you look at the last one where it is before the blank, where it is stated, do you try to convince them about what is so wonderful about your relationship? This option is less suitable, right? Because the sentence is meant to introduce the introduce the idea of relationship toxicity and should not be placed at the end, where it may um, act as a concluding thought rather than an introduction. Introduction. So, hence we can consider option 3, right? So, where we use means the sentence in the first blank is the best choice because it introduces the concept of, you can say that evaluating evaluating relationship toxicity effectively and leads into the examples and question that follows, isn't it? So, if we talk about that, the sentence should be placed where it directly addresses the reader's potential confusion about their relationship. So, if I talk about that, um, placing at the beginning, right or not? So, at the first sentence fits well as it introduces the idea. This one introduces the idea of evaluating the relationship's toxicity, mm, leading naturally into the detailed examples of the symptoms. So, But if you observe that option 4, right, um, so you can find out that this option is a less fitting because the sentence serves as an what? Introductory. This sentence serves as an introductory, right? Introductory or probing question that sets up the context for exploring the relationship's potential toxicity. So making it less suitable, um, and you can say that what for the conclusion of the paragraph. So, and if we talk about means, um, option 3, right? So this option, if you say that in the, sorry, not option 3, blank 3. So what do we find out? This option is plausible or possibly, but less optimal as the opening sentence should lead directly into the setting of scene of experience, something of in the relationship before raising the specific question about toxicity. So in option, means you can say that option 3, blank, where it cannot fit well. Even in a blank 2, when we talk about blank 2, so what do we find out? This option is also incorrect, somewhat fitting but not the best, because inserting the question immediately after discussing confusion might interrupt the flow. So, which aims to build up the reader's introspection gradually. Hence, we can say that the blank one, the blank one, um, option three, option 1, and the third choice will be the suitable choice, which will covering the whole text, isn't it? Hence, we can say that um, choice 3, option 1, blank 1 will be the correct answer to it. Hope you understood this. That's all. Thank